Because today is all about the women's basketball, we have an incredible skills session with one of our favourite female basketball teams, the Brydens Sydney Uni Flames. For people who don't know, the Flames compete in the top competition in Australia, which is called the WNBL, or the Women's National Basketball League. And the Flames have a new coach this year, Coach Shyla Heal. Coach Shane was a great player. He played in the NBL, the NBA, and went to 4 Olympics. He is now a coach and giving back to the game by passing on his knowledge to the next generation of players. Coach Shane has some helpers today to show you some drills and skills. However, they are not just any old helpers. We have not one, but 2 Flames players today, Shyla Heal and Stephanie Watts. Now, if you watch the WNBL, you would know Shyla. She had an incredible season last year with the Townsville Fire and will no doubt do us proud playing for the Flames this year. And Steph is an American import who has only just arrived in Australia. These 2 have some serious talent and really bright futures. But before we begin, I'd like to mention that this festival is co-funded by the New South Wales Government and Basketball New South Wales as part of the New South Wales Legacy Program. A big thank you to Spalding, the official ball partner to Basketball New South Wales, and the 2022 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. Finally, if you have any questions at the end, just type them in the chat box and we'll try to get to them at the end. So, Coach Shane, before we start the session, I've been told you have a few little surprises for everyone.
Well, thanks, Lauren. It's fantastic to be here, working with Basketball New South Wales and obviously the Brydens Sydney University Flames as well. We do have a little bit of a surprise because the 10 hardest workers that are going to be evaluated by you guys at Basketball New South Wales are going to get a Flames ball and a Flames t-shirt. So the key for today is being able to practice your skills. That's the only way you get to the next level. So we're excited to be here, but I'm going to introduce these 2 because they're the stars. I'm going to get out of picture soon and they're going to do all the hard work. First of all, I'm going to introduce Stephanie Watts. And Steph, this is her first pro year. She went to North Carolina University and she was drafted at number 10 in the WNBA draft. So she's a superstar. We can't wait to have her here. She's just got out of quarantine. Steph, welcome. We've got so many people there, Australians, that want to go to college. What was it like? How did they get there?
It was an amazing experience. I think first and foremost, the biggest thing is just knowing how hard you have to work. If you're a kid now and you're going to practice every day, that means you're doing what everyone else is doing. That means you're just going to be how good everyone else is. It's really about the extra work you put in, the extra effort to get to the next level, to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And the next thing is just school, taking your schoolwork just as seriously because it's a balance of both. And it's, you know, your work ethic and how you can manage, you know, working as hard as you can in school and on the court.
Well, I wish you spoke to Shyla when she was in school because that's not what she did. You went to North Carolina. Michael Jordan went to North Carolina. Surely you got a whole lot of Michael Jordan gear.
Yeah, Michael, he blessed our program. Every year, you know, we're getting 15 different pairs of Jordans, whatever comes out. He gave us, you know, a bunch of different playing shoes. So between playing shoes and retros, we'll get like 15 pairs a year. Different sweatsuits, everything Jordan that comes out. So he was, you know, a huge blessing to our program.
Awesome. Well done. And on the other side, Shyla Heal, who didn't go to college. She went to the pros instead of going to college and knocked back some really good schools. And there's different pathways that different people can go with. How come you decided to go pro, young lady, instead of going to school?
Well, for me, I didn't enjoy school as much. So, and my main goal was always to make it to the WNBA at the youngest age I could. So I wanted to play WNBL and I went pro I started at 14, but I signed a contract when I was 16. So for me, going through the WNBL system and being able to get drafted to the WNBA as early as I could was what I wanted to.
Keys that got you there that quick? What's the keys? What do you put it down to?
Work ethic, 100%. I definitely outworked everyone else my age, and that's pretty much the only reason that I got where I got.
Okay, so 2 pathways. The message I want to send you is if you haven't made the top rep team in under 12s or 14s, 16s, doesn't matter. People mature at different times. You can always make it. It's the people that have the persistence and keep having the work ethic to be able to make the next level. So believe, you do the work ethic, you'll believe in yourself and you'll get it done. So what we're going to do today, and girls particularly, don't do enough dribbling. All of our sessions, even as a pro, starts with dribbling. So we're going to get these girls out there. I'm going to get out of shot a little bit. So we're always going to start with our left hand down dribble. Let's go. The key is when we're dribbling is we want to have pop out of the ball. You can't dribble the ball soft. It has to be waist high. You're not looking at the basketball. Both these girls are so good, both hands to the body. So let's go the other hand now. All crossovers now. Head up, try and get pop out of the ball. And again, it only takes 5 minutes of dribbling. You don't need a court. You don't need to be indoor. You can be in the driveway or the backyard or beside the pool. It doesn't matter. You can get this done. All right, one dribble crossover. Steph might be a little bit rusty because she's just spent 14 days in a hotel eating all the hotel food. All right, all behind the back now. Sit down on it, that's it. Doesn't matter if you make a mistake when you're doing these drills. A lot of the times we encourage our players to make mistakes because if you don't, it means you're being too careful and you're not doing it at game speed. You've got to have pop. All right, figure eight. Down low, try and move that ball. There you go. There's a mistake. It doesn't matter. We just get on with it. Crossover between the legs, behind the back. Crossover between the legs, behind the back. Even at home, if you make mistakes, don't worry. I'm expecting you guys should be making mistakes. All right, good. All right, I might leave this one to you, Shy, because you've done it a lot. This is a dribble that we call our bounce backs. It's also known as snapbacks as well. And a lot of the times you want to be trying to create space by using your dribble. And a bounce back is a way to do this. So the first one that Shyla's going to do, we want to do 5 each side, keep the ball low, and she's going to use her same hand, same foot to be able to bounce back. So it looks like this. Just go without the between the legs. Really bounce back, so stride out. So we really want to stride out and our back foot should be behind. Now we keep our head up and we're creating space against the defense. So we'll give you guys a little bit of time to try that. All right, once we do that, we're going to do 5 each side and then we want to go to our bounce backs, but between the legs. And that's what Shyla did to start with. She skipped a step on us. So we want to be able to stride out and keep this ball about knee height. When she bounces back, it's not much higher than knee height. Keep control. You see how she's not looking at the ball as well. Always under control. Again, we want to go 5 each side. Good. And the last one we're going to do for this warm-up drill is going to be behind the back. So she'll use the same footwork and she'll stride out and then she just puts it behind her back. All right, that's good. Well done. All right, now Steph's going to have a go. One of the things we do, we'll only do it for a minute today. This takes a little bit of work. We normally do it for 2 minutes at the start of every training session, is that all Steph's going to do is dribble a ball, keep your head up like we did yesterday at practice, and she's going to move her feet, she's going to move laterally, she's going to retreat dribble, and being able to play basketball, you've got to be able to dribble under control with your head up in all different directions, remembering the ball doesn't go above your waist, and she's going to get pop out of her dribble all the time. No soft dribbles here. So we're going to go for about a minute here. It feels like an hour, but it really helps our dribbling as well. All right, here we go. Call it shadow boxing. Break your man down. Don't have to go just forward and back. Go sideways, crossovers between the legs, whatever you want. It's all game pace. Double between the legs. There we go. Good, good. Crossover between the legs, behind the back. All the different combinations. And you can't do anything wrong in this drill if you're keeping the ball nice and low and you're moving your feet. You want to visualize that you're playing against somebody. So if you're loose with the ball, you're just going to lose it. But if you can keep control of the ball in a short area, a small space, then once you get onto the big court against people, you're going to have a whole lot more freedom to be able to get past them and dominate your opponent. All right, good job, well done. All right, we're going to back to Shy now. Now we're going to go just between the legs on the spot. All right, so we're going to rotate. She's going to have to move her feet. Again, same thing. Don't let the ball go too high. She wants to move it between her legs as quick as she can, under control. And we're trying to get 30 in a row. So if you mess up after 5, go back to 0 again. Now you might start off where you can only get 1, but if you keep doing it, then you'll grow to 2, 5, 10, 20, 30. You get a whole lot more. Was that 30? Yeah. All right, good. All right, now I might get Steph just on the baseline. I'll get you to go down behind, please, Shy. And now we're going to go between the legs. So each dribble's between the legs up to about the 3-point line, and then go backwards between the legs. All right, here we go. So now we're off the move. Try and stand up a little bit. Stand up, yeah, skip, yeah, stand up, upright, that's go. Well done. All right, yours, Shy, same thing. So try and stand up, move your feet, and you want to get that pop on the dribble. Get it through as quick as you can. One more time. That's better. That's good. All right, good. All right, so we do these drills every single day. Shy, now you've got, start with your right hand. You've got double between the legs, then 1 dribble. Double between the legs, 1 dribble. Good. Step. Good. All right. Now, Shy, I want you to get down low. We're trying to keep a wide stance with this. So this isn't a race. You're not trying to go quick, but you're trying to move the ball quickly. So I want a wide stance, and all you're doing is between the legs, crossover, continuous. Wide stance. Don't bring those feet close together. Trying to get that ball as quick as you can. If you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. Pick it up and go again. Good. Good, Steph. Change hands on the way back. Wide stance. It's going to get stronger quads to be able to do this as well. We don't want you to bend over. We want you to be in a basketball stance so you're ready to be able to attack off the dribble at all times. All right, the next one we do is we go wide stance again, but this time it's a crossover between the legs behind the back. Good, well done. Good pace. You might start off a little bit slower, but remember to keep butts down, keep your back straight, keep your head up at all times. Good step. Good, well done. All right, if you girls come back out to the top now, please. So you see our dribbling of what it takes to be able to do that at game pace. It's about trying to do that as many days as you possibly can. And even if you don't have much time, I'd rather you spend 5 or 10 minutes doing that, and it's going to take your ball handling to another level. Now we use our ball handling to go into our finishing. And everything we do with our finishing has got to be on both sides of the body. Everything we do on our right hand, we've got to be able to do on our left hand. So our first drill that these two are going to do is you're going to start on your left hand, get to about just inside the top of the key, go quick between the legs, and then get a finger roll on the right hand side. Okay, you're going to get 2 each. So left hand, quick between the legs, straight into. And for this, we want to concentrate on our finger rolls. even if you're under 12s, get under 12s in my programs that are doing finger rolls. And we want to be able to try and extend out. All right, try and concentrate on making every shot. Hold it there, Shy. But now we're going to start the other way. So maybe start a little bit to the right. And now a quick start on your right hand, quick between the legs again. And now you're going to finish on your left hand. Finger roll. And it's good to be able to change up your foot. Sometimes you don't want to do a traditional layup where you're finishing with your left hand off your right foot. Sometimes it's good to be able to take one step and to be able to finish with our left hand off our left foot. Have a go at that, girls. Left hand, left foot. Same hand, same foot finish. Okay, one more of those, please. Good. And traditionally, we're taught to always use our opposite hand and our opposite foot. But sometimes by taking one step, it tricks those bigs that are trying to block our shots. We can get that ball up off the backboard quicker. All right. Now what we're going to do with our finishing is we're going to use a floater or a runner. So what we do here is we pretend now that the big has got into rotations. They're going to come and try and block our shot. And now the girls are going to use their floater to be able to shoot the ball over the top of the big that's on defense. And what we want to do is make sure our last step that we're not floating forward because we don't want to get a charge. Okay, so maybe start on this side first. So same thing, go between the legs, and then you're going to do your floater down the middle. You want to lift it nice and high over the big, nice and high over the front of the ring. Good. Good. So you see both of them didn't float forward. Last step, go straight up and down. That was short. We don't want any short shots. That one was long. Okay, go to the other side now. What we do on our right hand, we have to be able to do on our left hand. Good. 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 All right, last one we've got now is we're going to use our running hook. So we're going to finish on the other side of the basket. So it might be a little bit out of frame, Shy. So maybe just start equal with the elbow. And I want you to do your bounce back now, what we just did. So bounce back with your right hand, your right foot, come back, hesitate, and then get to the other side. You're going to finish with a left hand hook. Bounce back, hesitate. Now we've got our hook to finish over the big that's in rotation. It's important to add the hesitations in. Okay, bad luck. Now we go the other side. So the important thing, as you're developing your game, you don't want to do everything at a fast pace. What you want to do is use your hesitations. So with this one, we're using our bounce back, then we hesitate, and then we're trying to play quick. We're trying to explode past the defender to finish with our running hook. Here we go. Bounce back, hesitate, finish. Finish high and wide. Bad luck. Doesn't matter if you make a mistake. We're all going to make mistakes in these drills. Good. Good. All right, 2 free throws each. So just before we start our free throws, one of the things that I talk about with free throws is the first thing to become a good free throw shooter is you have to wipe out any negative thoughts. And everyone that goes to the free throw line, often they'll think, I hope I don't miss this shot. So the first thing I always teach players, because it's what I said when I went to the free throw line, is this is money. This is going in. I'm already counting these 2 points. So you're going to put a positive thing in your mind. And now the 2 things we concentrate on is we're looking at our backspin and our follow through. So if we hold our follow through and we get good backspin on the ball, then they're the only things we want to concentrate on. Plus we've got the belief that we're going to make it. So these girls are under pressure now. We always think that you've got to make these 2 free throws to win the game. Last shot. All right, we won the game. 2 swishes. Pressure's on. Steph Watts.
Sydney Flames, they're at the line. All right, first one rattles in, playing against the Canberra Caps. Good follow through, good backspin, well done. All right, now we're going into the shooting compartments for us, and we'll get Shy to start with, and you're gonna have to do this probably within the camera now, so you'll have to be at the top of the key. So maybe you just go one ball. Steph, if you want to rebound this, please. So what I teach is that if Shyla's a receiver, so throw the ball to Steph, please. She's going to have her left foot waiting, so preparing to catch the ball, so you're in the right spot to catch is the most important thing. So when Shyla catches it, she's in a shooting position now to catch and shoot. Now, let's go with just the catch and shoot to start with, Shy. So you're going to take 3 shots. So we're going to see from this angle, it's always a good angle for coaches to watch to see what her technique's like. Is her follow through straight through? Is she holding her follow through? And do we have backspin on the ball? So you got 3 opportunities to make shots here. Top of the key. You never want a short shot. Worst shot in basketball. There's 1 for 1. There's 2 for 2. Preparation, legs, follow through, swish. Okay, Steph, pressure's on now. 3 to equal. These girls haven't warmed up, so I'm going to make excuses for them. But rims out. 0 from 1. 1 from 2. 2 for 3. Good girl. Now, I think, tell me if I'm wrong, but Steph, did you have 10 threes in a college game? Yeah. Steph Watts made 10 threes in a college game, so it's my job to pump up my players. All right, second thing we're going to do now is that Shyla's going to have her left foot out. Now, when she gets her catch, you can still start on the top of the key, please, Shy. So this time when she gets a catch, they're closing her out because they know we've got 2 shooters. Now she's going to use her jab step. And when she uses her jab step, I want to watch that she's using the ball. So we have to act that we're going to rip through now to create space without using the dribble. So if you look at Shy, she's going to jab, step back, and she's going to shoot it. So now let's do it at game pace. It's important to practice everything at game pace. Jab, step back, shoot. And we want to look at the backspin. We want to look at the follow through. So we're always going to talk about creating space off the dribble, but we need to be able to create space off the jab step and also off the up fake. 1 from 3. Bum, bum. All right, Steph, you'll go. Jab. Okay, hold it there. So now we're going to use that as a teaching point, Steph. So that time you'll notice that Steph, she didn't use the ball. So she kept the ball on the other side of her body. So I want you to use the ball. We're going to act like you're ripping through. That ball's going to go to the top of your knee and you're faking, you're going to rip through. Better. There you go, 2 for 2. Good girl. Nice, there you go, 1 each. Okay, so both of them did that really well, game pace. Now the next one we're going to do, we're going to add another layer. This time we're going to jab. We're going to come back as if we're going to shoot it, but this time the defense is good. So now they're going to act like they're going to block our shots. So Shyla needs to use the up fake. So we're going to jab and up fake. And now Shyla has to have the footwork to take a 1 bounce dribble jump shot. So she's going to go 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Up fake. Just hold it there, Shy. So you have a look at Shyla's jab fake, it's real. You have a look at her up fake, it's got to be real to get them out of the stance to create space. Now you're going to go back to your right. Jab, up fake, go. Good luck. All right, Steph, 0 for 2, something to beat. Jab fake, it's got to be real. Up fake, it's got to be real. 1 bounce quick. Good luck, 0 for 1. So what Steph did there, well done, Steph, good footwork. What I teach is that Steph changed her pivot foot. And what I teach is that, and you have a look at what Shyla did, is we're going to left foot forward because we're ready to shoot off our favored foot. This is the Kobe stuff. Kobe always had a favored foot because he wanted to use his right foot as his jab step. So when we have a choice, we use our favored foot. There'll be times where we don't have a favored foot because we'll come off a pin down and we'll have to use our inside foot and to be able to use both. When we've got a choice, we try and teach that. The next layer to this of what we're going to go through is that Shyla's going to go one more layer. And you're going to get 4 shots here, Shy. So you've got your jab fake, your up fake, and now we're going to go into a step back. Okay? The step back's important because we talk about creating space. This is our last step of creating space off the dribble. Create space, jab step, up fake, step back, shot. There's 2, good girl. This is something that Shyla's done from a young age. She's really been able to master of being able to go really well off the left and really well off the right, which is rare. Something just quietly I could only do going one way. Favoured foot, jab. Make that jab real, step back, nice. Other foot, go back, go back, go back. So go, start off your left foot again, jab with that right. Jab every time, yeah. And even if you're going that way, yeah, so, and this is a good teaching point. We can talk through this. This is the same question a lot of coaches will have here. Is that if I've got the ball, I'm always going to go with that left. Because now I can and the question that Steph had is a good one for the coaches, is because now I can still take that first step, and now I'm going back to my inside pivot. So even I'm going here, one more, and then I'm getting back into left, right. When I go this way, I'm going down, up, it's one less step because now I'm going to this, with my jab foot, I'm going 1, 2 to be able to get back into that. And the more we do it, the more it becomes natural and second nature for us just to be able to get that done in a game at game pace. Perfect. Well done, Steph. So we're going step backs. Let it go. Well done. Good job. All right. So you see the footwork, so important to be able to master it. Get that part right. You don't have to do it at game pace. You just have to get the technique right. And then you start speeding it up. The points of emphasis that I went through there was to be able to make sure that you've got your favoured foot, left foot, you're using your right foot as your jab step, you're always using the ball to be able to create space for yourself. And that's a thing that as a young player, the sooner you learn to create space with your fakes, but also off the dribble, the easier the game becomes. Because if you've done the work with your handle, you want to create space to make plays for yourself and for your teammates. So the last part of making space for yourself is going to come off a bounce back. All right, so you're going to go 2 on your right, 2 on your left. So the same thing we did in our warm-up. Now Shyla's going to pretend she's playing against somebody. She uses a bounce back into a shot. Now this is different than the step back, because with a step back, if she was going to her right, she would be stepping back off her left foot. Now she's going same hand, same foot. Good luck, good shooting. And what you want to be looking at, and when you see pros do this, it's because they've done it thousands of times a week, is the follow through is the same and their backspin is the same every time. That's what you're mastering. Good go, well done. And left. Nice, Steph. All right, now we're going to go off the move. So, Steph, all we're going to do is we're going to go inside pivots. And this comes back to the question that Steph asked before, is we're not always going to be able to get our favoured foot. When we go on a catch, we're using our inside foot. So Steph's got the ball. So I start on one elbow, and you're going to come across to this elbow with the inside pivot. Don't go all the way because you go out of frame. So just stay in that yellow. All right, and you have a look at the preparation of Shyla. Will be an inside foot, which will be a left, and then she's got to square up to be able to take the shot. No. So really try and exaggerate. So go back this side now and go the other way. So really exaggerate getting that lead foot out. There you go. That was a right, left. Now it's left, right. One more. Good go. Well done. All right, Steph, your turn. So, and the key, if I can just explain this, the key, it's much more difficult for a right-hander to do it the way Steph's about to do it with a left-right. And the key is being able to rotate your right foot back into a shooting position. So what I mean by that is when you're shooting, you have to be able to come this way, and you have to rotate your right foot all the way back around to be able to get that in front of your left foot, just like you would. When we're coming this way, it's much easier to go to our left-hand side. We come here because there's less rotation to be able to get our foot here because our left foot's behind our right. So it's something that you need to concentrate on when you're going to the right, is practicing that full rotation. Good girl. Really good. Great backspin too, Steph. Bad luck. All right, now we're going to go to threes. Last part of what we're doing today. And I remember Shyla at 14 years of age is that she could not shoot threes. And a lot of the other girls were shooting threes really well, and she was frustrated. The amount of time that she put in to become a really good three-point shooter. And we do a drill as pros where you have to make 100 threes. And what we do is we count how many shots it takes for you to make 100 threes. Not take them, you got to make them. And Shyla's record is 100 out of 107. So that's some serious shooting. And it's, yeah.
Try it yourself, serious shooting.
So I want you guys to test yourself. If you get a chance to make 100 threes, if you can get the pros, the really good shooters can get under 110, 115. A lot of people in the NBL, WNBL that will never come close to 120. So, but the more you do it, the better you get, and it's all about follow through and that concentration and technique. So you're going to shoot 5 threes from the top, just right in the middle. We'll look at your follow through and your backspin. Look at the preparation. Put the mods on you. It's 1 from 2. 1 from 3. No one believes you made 100 out of 107. Okay, that last one, you didn't hold your follow through at all. See, there you go. And that's the correction. You see, shot number 4, Shyla didn't hold her follow through at all because she was frustrated she missed. Then the last one, she went back to it. All right, Steph, you got 5. There's 1. Nice shooting. You'll see the follow through then went across to the left. Well done. 2 from 3. 2 from 4. Bad luck. 2 from 5. All right. Last one we're going to do. You're going to get 2 shots from the NBA line. So what we do also is we learn to be able to shoot using our legs and our follow through from a long way out from the 3, and then it becomes easier to go back in. So you're going to get 2 from the NBA, and then you've got 2 from the normal 3-point line. This is the last thing we've got to be able to finish off. NBA. Need 1. Assist. All right, you got 2 from the normal line. There it is. Finish on a high. Assist. Watts. Bang. All right, you got the same. Here we go, Steph. NBA. There you go. Now step in. There's 2 NBAs in a row. Going for 4 for 4. Bang. All right, perfect. All right, bring it in, ladies. So this is their day off. So a big thank you to these young ladies. They're going to do amazing things this year in the WNBL. And a little surprise that we've got on behalf of Basketball New South Wales and Brydens and Sydney Uni Flames is that everybody that's online today, we've got a ticket for you to be able to come and watch us play, and these young ladies to be able to get it done, because hopefully it's going to be a massive year. So I guess you'll find out all the details. Lauren, is that right?
Yes, well done. Yeah, look, great session. Yeah, we will email you maybe a link, and then you guys can sign up and get your ticket from there. But we'll send it next week. So just hold out and wait for that. Do we have a quick question or two, Shane, you'd like to answer? Just quickly, one was, Shane, when you shoot, do you shoot with feet and your toes forward or to the side?
That's a good question. And I know some people try and teach that you've got your body turned over here. It's not something that I believe in. When we talk about our left foot forward, we want to be able to have it pointing at the basket, and the more everything's in one line, the better we're going to be. And one of the common things that I see is that the footwork. Sometimes people will have their foot too far forward. Steph does that a little bit. We're going to work a little bit on that. So getting that right balance. But then another thing I see is people will have the ball too much in front of their face. So a lot of coaches will say, get your elbow in. What I teach is move the ball. So the ball you need to be looking at with your left eye. So everything's in one line. So we're holding our follow through that way.
Yeah, great advice. Great advice from a great shooter. Look, we'll leave those questions there, girls. Thank you so much. Just for everyone watching, can I get you to do one thing for me? Can you please watch one of the Flames games this year, either on the telly, or if it's safe to travel and it's safe to go and watch a game, a WNBL game, please use your ticket. It's really important. Bug your mum and your dad.
And can I add one thing? I'm pretty sure that we're going to have games back in front of the Kings as well. So it was like it was back in the 90s, people like Shelly Gorman and Michelle Timms and all of that playing for the Flames. We're bringing that back. And for those who can get out and support the Kings, you're going to get two great games, two teams that are trying to do something special.
That's awesome. So good. For the 10 pack winners, we've been in the background picking some winners. So we will send you an email. Well done to everyone. You guys were all working your very, very hardest. And just remember what Shyla and Steph said at the start. You just got to work hard to keep getting better. All right. Shyla, Steph, Shane, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Like you said, this is your day off. So we really appreciate you guys getting into the gym and showing us what you do. You're so great at it. Good luck for the season. We will no doubt be cheering you on all over New South Wales. Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Now, for all of you who are interested in...
Thank you.
Thank you.